Hey, it's Emmy here and welcome to my weekly video where I combine spirituality and working out to make it a more feminine experience and make it more of something that we actually want to do. And I combine my experience in personal training, yoga teaching, health coaching, and being a Reiki master, put that all together and create videos that will hopefully make you want to do exercise. So in today's video, I really wanted to look at the chakra system and how that can help us create goals for our workouts and our fitness routines and make them well balanced, well rounded, and something we actually want to do. So let's start with what the chakra system actually is. It's a really ancient system that has been around for thousands of years, and it describes energy that runs through the body at any given time. And the word chakra is actually a Sanskrit word that means whirlpool or circle. And so the idea is that there's hundreds of them, but there are 7 main chakras in our body that are like whirling energy centers. And when these energy centers are balanced, we feel energetic, we feel confident, we feel healthy, we feel aligned, and we just feel like everything's flowing really well. But when one or more of these chakras are out of balance, then we can start to feel sluggish, we can start to feel unwell, we can start to feel like we don't have our confidence up, and we don't really look after ourselves really well. And so it's really great to sort of think about the chakra system as helping us to feel balanced and healthy and happy. And the chakra system actually works on multiple levels. So it works on a physical level, it works on an emotional or psychological level, and it also does work on a spiritual level. So what's really interesting now is that although the chakras have been around for thousands of years, what we know now is they line up really well with the endocrine system or our hormonal system. So each chakra actually has a very important hormone gland attached to it, or in a similar area to the chakra. We also know that the chakra system lines up really well with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is a very well-known psychological principle or set of principles. And of course, those of us that are in touch with our spirituality and potentially have done yoga and really looked after ourselves on a spiritual level will know that we can feel our chakras being in and out of balance if we pay attention to them. So that's what today's video is going to be about, is using the different chakras to help us create goals and create fitness goals in particular, but you can use this system for any kind of goal, but to make sure that we are aligned to the goal, that the goal's aligned to us, that it makes us feel good. Because what happens so much in especially the fitness arena is that we end up trying to chase down goals that aren't actually our own. We try and lose weight because people have told us to, and we think the only way to lose weight is to do high intensity workouts, and then we don't want to do high intensity workouts, so we don't do any exercise, and so we don't lose any weight. So what this will do, this system that I'm about to show you will help you actually choose goals that feel good for you. And maybe it's not high intensity workouts that you're doing straight away, but maybe it means that you start small, and as you gain confidence and as you work through different goals, maybe in the end you work your way up to high intensity workouts because you want to do them, rather than trying them when you don't want to do them and failing. This may actually help you to get to where you want to be. So as I've mentioned, there are 7 main chakras in the chakra system, and each one of those is in different parts of the body and relate to different sort of energies and feelings and emotions and the way our bodies feel as well. And so I'm going to go through each one of the chakras and show you how you can use the energy of that chakra to help you create a really realistic and fun goal that you actually want to do. So the first one I want to talk about is the base chakra, or the root chakra, and that's found at the base of your spine, and it's symbolized by the color red. And the base chakra is all about feeling safe and secure and grounded in your life. And so when it comes to creating goals, let's start with a goal of, I want to exercise more. So when we start to think about the base chakra or the root chakra in that goal, we want it to feel really grounded in reality, at least to start off with, right? So if you haven't been exercising at all and you want to create a goal of starting to exercise again, then we want to start where you can actually do it. So we want to start with a grounded goal. So you may start with walking 3 times a week, and that's the way for you to start exercising again. Is that grounded in reality for you? Is that something that you can actually do? That's the first part of creating a goal, and that's the one that's related to the root chakra. The next chakra is the sacral chakra, and that's located just below the belly button, and it's represented by the color orange. And this is all related to pleasure and feeling pleasure in your life and feeling happy and feeling like you're doing things that feel good for you, and also being a bit creative as well. So when it comes to creating goals for your fitness, we want to think about how to make this goal pleasurable, and maybe even how to think outside the box. Let's think creatively about how to make this goal happen. So let's think about, if you haven't exercised for a long time and you want to start exercising again, what's something you can do to make it pleasurable? So let's take the example of going for a walk 3 times a week. You could just walk around your neighborhood, and maybe it's not very exciting to do that. Maybe you don't have a lot to look at in your area. So instead, perhaps you could drive to the beach, or drive to a really beautiful forest, or drive to a park and do the walk there, and then actually create some sort of pleasure when it comes to the goal. It's something you actually want to get out there and do. So that's the second aspect of using the chakras to create fitness goals. The third chakra is the solar plexus, and that's located just above the belly button, right in the center of your torso. And it's represented by the color yellow. And the solar plexus is all about creating or feeling personal power and feeling assertive and feeling like you have self-worth. And so when you're creating fitness goals in particular, especially if you haven't exercised for a long time, it's really important to create a goal that really taps into your personal power and your feelings of worth. So for a lot of people, they start exercising because someone else has told them to, or they've been made to feel bad about their body, whether it's the way it looks or some test results came up, or they've been shamed by looking at people on Instagram or something like that. So we want to tap into that sense of personal power and make it something that is empowering for you as an individual, not because someone else has told you to do that. And so again, this idea of walking 3 times a week, it's about creating that power for yourself. And so maybe it's a bit of journaling to do to figure out why that's important for you, rather than the fact that you're doing it to make the doctor happy or doing it to make your partner happy or something else. And that could be just that it's your own personal time and you get to do that for yourself 3 times a week. That's one way of looking at it. But how does that work for you? How does your fitness goal fit into your own personal power? The fourth chakra is the heart chakra. It's exactly where it says it is. It's right in the heart, and it's represented by the color green. And it's related to feelings of love and forgiveness and self-love, loving others, receiving love from others. And so when it comes to creating fitness goals, I want you to make sure that you love the goal. And you're doing it, again, as kind of related to solar plexus, that you're doing it because you love yourself. Not because you feel bad about yourself, but because you actually love you and you want you to be the healthiest version of yourself that's possible for you. And so really tap into, do I love what I've chosen for myself? And is this because I love myself? And really focus on those feelings of love when it comes to your fitness goal. The fifth chakra is the throat chakra. It's represented by the color sky blue, one of those beautiful spring or summer sunny days where you've got beautiful blue sky, that color blue. And the throat's all about speaking out, speaking your truth, and feeling like you're being heard as well. And when it comes to fitness goals, it's really important to feel like it's true to you. Is this true? Is it possible for me to walk 3 days a week? Does that feel true? But also, I want you to feel like you can say the goal out loud. So for a lot of people who have gotten into, eating disorders or exercising too hard or get caught up in those kind of bad healthy habits where you go too far, it's really important to sort of speak it out loud. So, I think starting exercise with 3 walks a week is a great way to start. But some people might be like, I'm going to exercise twice a day, 5 days a week. And if you say that out loud, does it sound right? Does it sound caring? Does it sound like you love yourself? Does it sound like personal power? So just check in when you're creating these fitness goals to make sure that they are true to you, and then there's something that you'd say out loud without feeling ashamed or guilty or anything else. Make sure you speak it out loud. The 6th chakra is the 3rd eye, which is right here in the center of the forehead. And it's really all about intuition and seeing things that aren't actually there, but being able to see into the future potentially. And so with this part of the goal, I'd love you to look into, who am I going to be in the future? Who will I be in 3 months' time if I've been walking 3 days a week? How is my life going to change? How am I going to feel when I do that? What does my body tell me I'm going to be in the future once I've done that? And really check in with that future version of yourself and get excited about who that person's going to be, so that you want to continue with your 3 days a week of walking, because you can see how amazing it's going to be for you. The last chakra is the crown at the top of the head. And the crown is represented by the color violet, so a beautiful, bright violet color. And it's all about purpose and alignment. And so it's when all the other chakras are aligned and you're loving your goal, you can see yourself in the future, you've said it out loud, you've got that sense of personal power, it feels realistic and it feels pleasurable. That means the goal is really aligned. But I also want you to think about the purpose of the goal. What is the purpose? Is it going to improve your life? Is it going to improve your family's life because you're a healthier version of you, you're less grumpy? Is it going to improve maybe your workplace because you'll work better? Maybe what you do for work's really important to the community, and so it's going to help to change the community. Think about how the goal is going to influence the world beyond just yourself, and how it creates a ripple effect. You being happier and healthier helps the people around you to be happier and healthier, which helps other people being happier and healthier, and it creates a huge ripple effect. So check in with that purpose, not just the purpose on a physical level, but a purpose on that kind of community, that big picture purpose, and check in with that as well. So this is how we can use the chakra system to help us create really great, aligned, purposeful goals, particularly when it comes to fitness, but really in any area of your life. And I hope you've enjoyed that, and let me know in the comments if you think you might give it a go. Keep in mind that you can get more of what I do by signing up for my free Moon Phases exercise guide. And so this gives you 4 different exercise routines that you can do that line up with the 4 main phases of the moon, so that we can tap into that energy that we have that fluctuates, that ebbs and flows like the moon, so that you want to exercise and it becomes a little bit easier for you. And you'll be able to sign up for that. There'll be a link or a box to fill in below this video. So thanks so much for joining me and watching my weekly video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, and if you're watching on Instagram, please follow me. And I look forward to seeing you soon.